Welcome back to Tissue World TV. You're with us at Tissue World Miami 2018 at the Miami International Convention Center. And we're bringing to you the very best of Tissue World, not only the conference itself, but also what's happening on the exhibition floor. With us right now in studio, Julie Lindley, who's the marketing director from Nalco, an ecosystems company, who presented on stage this morning about the scarcity of water and the flow of information regarding big data to help manage your water flow, I guess, and your water systems.
Yes.
What was the essence of your presentation?
So the essence of the presentation this morning was really about making sure that people are thinking about water as a strategic resource in their strategic planning. A lot of people don't think about water until it's unavailable to them, or the quality of water that they need to use is very poor and it causes operational problems. So it's really getting ahead of that, especially in this world where we know there's going to be a 40% gap between the supply and demand of water globally in the next 15 to 20 years.
And that's predominantly caused by population growth. Currently 7.6 billion people, soon to be 9 billion human beings on the planet.
Correct.
We don't have enough water to go around, do we?
No, we do not. So today that balance is a very tenuous balance between supply and demand in aggregate. So there is enough water today, but we know we don't always have water where we want it. There's places that are very scarce, there's places water is very abundant. But as we move forward and as we need more food and more things for all of these extra people, housing and transportation and all the items that we all need to live, we need water to manufacture those. And the fact of the matter is that water just doesn't exist. So we're going to have to start thinking about water in a different way and about reusing and recycling water if we're going to have enough for all of us to live and survive on planet Earth.
And your call within that for the tissue industry as a whole, and this is where the tissue industry gathers globally, was a clarion call, I think, from the part of your presentation that I heard, where you were saying, think about water very differently.
Yes.
You've got to start not just taking it as a widely accessible commodity, but you've got to build it in with and use big data to understand the costs, the implications, and the ultimate flow of water through your systems.
Right, correct. So yeah, we've developed a tool called the Water Risk Monetizer, and the purpose of that tool is to really help monetize the risk of water to a tissue maker's operations. So it takes into account the watershed that mill may be operating in, other people that may be drawing from that same watershed, the population growth in that area. So if you're looking to produce there long term or even expand your operations there, you need to think about, is the water going to be there for me to operate? Because you can't make paper without a lot of water.
Sure.
So it's a very, very dependent part of their operation.
So from your perspective now, this was your first Tissue World.
Yes.
We were delighted to have you on the keynote stage. What's your view and your impression of Tissue World so far?
I have to say it's very impressive. It's much larger than I thought it would be. I thought it would be very, very focused just purely on operations. And it's been very interesting to see so many of the other pieces of the value chain that are here and how they really all work together to produce this product for the world. So it's interesting to see the converters and the packagers and the raw materials, and all of it really is here. So it really is a place. If you want to know anything about tissue, this is the place to be.
Wow, well, we're glad that you're delighted, but more importantly, we were delighted to have you. So thank you very, very much indeed for sharing your expertise with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
A real pleasure to have seen you. Thank you.
Thank you.